What's going on, YouTube? Um, I was thinking about doing two separate videos for these two movies, but one I saw a few days ago, and the other one I just got finished seeing today. So I really don't want to break them up. They're um pretty similar movies. So I don't really see the need of doing two separate reviews. Um, Sorry, forgot the introduction. I am the Masked Man. I am the regular guy doing movie reviews. I am not a movie critic. I don't have the skills and the qualifications to give you a deep perspective of movies from the perspective of a film, a student, or whatever a movie critic does. I'm just a person who is a fan of movies and who rates movies on the basis of how watchable or how unwatchable they are. I watched Dolphin Tale 1 and 2, and Dolphin Tale is the story of a boy whose name escapes me at the moment, who finds a dolphin on the beach, named Winter. I remember the dolphin's name, Sawyer. That's the boy's name. Sawyer finds a dolphin named Winter on the beach, and he he doesn't find it. He's riding his bike past the beach, and an old man waves him down because a dolphin has gotten caught in some kind of contraption, some fishing line or something that was shown earlier. I'm talking about the first movie. Earlier in the first movie, um, and Sawyer got used the knife that he got from his cousin to cut the dolphin loose. I'm starting with the dolphin because the dolphin is the whole goddamn movie. Um, Sawyer is this the is a typical character that's he's a smart kid, he's a brilliant kid, he can tinker with machines, he understands machines really well, but he has bad grades in school and he has to go to summer school, and I think his dad died in a war, and now his cousin is going off to war, and he just not really mad at the world, but he doesn't have a lot of life in him. He's not excited to get up. He's not excited for anything. He's one of those sad, mopey, you know, not really good at something, but he's a genius. It's like something I can't relate to. I'm just not good at stuff. I'm not secretly a genius. I just need to get my shit together. But that's neither here nor there. Um, so Sawyer frees the dolphin. They take the dolphin away and they send it to the hospital. And Sawyer finds the dolphin, finds out where the dolphin is. He goes into the dolphin hospital because the shit is locked. The shit is unlocked, and he meets this little girl. And the little girl recognizes him, shows him the dolphin. The dolphin has an infected tail, and you know, the tail has to be removed. Okay, so the tail has to be removed. The dolphin doesn't respond to anybody but the boy. So the boy has a connection with the dolphin, so he's allowed to go into the pet hospital. And the whole movie, in the backdrop of the whole movie, it's the hospital is about to close, it's buried in debt, and the owner, whose name I'm not gonna remember, he has to determine whether or not he's going to sell the property. He doesn't want to sell. He's not interested in selling, but he has a board. and the board has the ability to make the decision with or without him. So while that's going on, they're dealing with Winter, and the kid is coming out of his shell. The kid is starting to have excitement. The kid is starting to be interested in life, and the mom sees this, and at first she's this catty woman that doesn't approve, but eventually she comes around, she turns around, and she lets him do it. She even tries to strike a deal. She even tries to strike a deal with his summer school teacher to let him get credit for the Dolphin, for working with the Dolphins instead of doing the schoolwork, which is clever. And I thought it was fine. The school teacher didn't go for it, but you know, eventually, not eventually, the next day, and she just convinced him like it had all worked out, and she let him go, and she just said, "Fuck it, if he gets held back a grade, it doesn't matter." She didn't say that, but that's what she was. That's what her mentality had to be. Because if you're not going to summer school and you're not getting credit for going to summer school, then you're getting held back. I don't know if the kid was aware that he was going to be held back while he was going to this Dolphin. I don't know if he would have cared or not, but I don't know. It was one of those weird things. Okay. As the movie progressed, the cousin, as anybody with any sense would have known by the tone of this movie, got injured in war. He was a swimmer, and he was going into the military so that he can pay for to go pro, but he got injured. He messed up his legs. Still had his legs, but he messed up his legs, and that's how Sawyer met Morgan Freeman's character. And Morgan Freeman was a guy who designs prosthetic limbs for the amputees, the veterans. So he asked Morgan Freeman to work with Winter and see can he develop a prosthetic fin for Winter, and whip bam boom, they go through the struggles, they go through the ups and downs, and it all works out in the end. I would rate that movie watchable, maybe a weak high. I gotta find something a little lower than highly watchable, because watchable is like a C, and highly watchable is like a B plus. It's like a real strong. It's self-explanatory. Highly watchable. I wouldn't call Dolphin Tale highly watchable, but whenever I come up with something in between watchable and highly watchable, it'll be both Dolphin Tale movies, because they're enjoyable. They're not great. They're not great movies. Not great, but they're cool. They're cool little movies. Watchable plus. It's quite watchable. I'm working on my movie ratings. I ain't Jeremy Johns, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not that damn creative. One thing I want to say before I review the second movie. This is pretty much the end of the first review. The Dolphin struggles with the shit, and eventually they get it to work, and some guy comes down and he sees the guy that was going to buy the hospital and turn it into hotels, and instead he turns it into like an aquarium. He gives over control, happily ever after. One thing I'm impressed by not just the first movie, but the first and the second movie, which I love, which I want to see more in Hollywood movies is that they did not put um the Sawyer's mom and old boy, the owner of the hospital, together. They were both single, both had dead spouses, but they didn't make them become a couple. And they didn't do it with the kids either. And it would have been so easy to do. That's a real big movie cliche, is that anytime there's a man and a woman who are heterosexual in who know each other and who have a significant role in a story, they must come together. They must become a couple. They must be together. And they didn't do it with the first movie or the second movie with the grown-ups or the kids. And I thought that was fantastic. I thought it was fantastic. I love that they didn't make the people be couples. They didn't make that shit happen, because that's how it would be in real life. My son goes to see you because he loves the work, and we know each other. The boy and girl, they're young, they're friends, they're cool with each other. They kind of hinted at the fact that she may like Sawyer. They put little seeds there, but she didn't do a straight up confessing her love for Sawyer or none of that. Didn't happen. Didn't happen in the first or the second, and I loved it. Okay, 2, Dolphin Tale 2. In Dolphin Tale 2, it's about, it's kind of weird. Now that I think about it, it was cool. Like when I just thought, because I just got done watching it. It was cool while I was watching it. But now that I think about it, it was kind of a weird storyline because a lot of things didn't really make sense. Like, and when I say didn't make sense, I don't mean that they didn't make sense. It was just a lot of things that really didn't go anywhere. They brought in a new dolphin. One that had got hurt. It had gotten sunburned or whatever, and they had to. What am I saying? No, I'm wrong. Okay, there was a dolphin in with Renner, an old dolphin, and they had become friends. And according to the movie, there's a rule where dolphins can't be alone. They must stay together. They must have like a companion or a partner or a friend. They can't live in captivity alone. Winter can never leave. The other dolphin was very old, and they was together. Winter was acting strange. Winter, if you don't remember, is the dolphin that lost his fin. And the friend of the dolphin, whose name I can't remember. You're seeing a pattern. I really don't remember the names of characters in movies as well as I should, unless I write them down. But the friend of Winter died. Okay, so Dolphin's companion died. And then there was another dolphin that got sick that they rescued, and they was nursing it back to health. And there was a pressure being put on the owner of the hospital. Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Clay. Okay, that's his name. Clay. They were putting pressure on Clay to put the dolphin that they were nursing back to health in with Winter. And there was a conflict because it made him, question his conscience, because at a certain point they realized that this dolphin was going to be okay. This dolphin was going to be completely healthy and able to go back in the wild. But they needed a companion for winter. And don't say the name of this other goddamn. Don't say the name of this other dolphin. It's not say. It's not say the name. Um, but they needed a companion for winter, and this dolphin was healthy, so it was causing a crisis of his conscience. And he say, what do we do here? We rescue, we rehab, and we release. That's what we do. And he eventually let the healthy dolphin go, and this caused a conflict. He got a 30-day notice, and all was looking wrong. Now I want to tell you about weird ass shit. There was a turtle in the movie, like a sea turtle, some kind of turtle in the movie, and they kept showing this turtle. They made a big deal of repeatedly showing the turtle, and they made a big deal of this pelican from the first movie named Rufus, who's just this wild pelican who hangs around the animal hospital. They made a big deal about the connection between the pelican. I'm guessing it's a pelican. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know animals. I'm sorry. But the pelican and the turtle, they made a big deal. So in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, he's letting this dolphin go. There's nothing on the horizon. So he is going to put this turtle with winter, and that's gonna be his companion. That turtle is gonna serve, and the dolphin and the turtle, and that's gonna be what has to happen. And then they let the turtle go, and then the pelican flew after the turtle, and it was gone to the end of the movie. And I'm like, why was there so much emphasis on the damn turtle? What the fuck was the point of the turtle? Why was there so much turtle? The turtle and the connection of the pelican and the turtle was so unnecessary. It was so I don't know why the fuck that I don't know what that was about, what that was supposed to mean. I don't know what the logic behind the pelican and the turtle was. It was really confusing for somebody who's just not the smartest, movie critic in the world. I just watch the movies. Most of the time, I don't even know the characters' names in the movie. I just watch the movie. So I don't know what the pelican and the turtle shit was about. I don't know why they was there. I don't know why. I'm not even going to say it was a waste of time. I'm just going to say it didn't go anywhere. The turtle left and the pelican came back. They made you think that the pelican was gone, that it was just gone off into the sunset. So when it came back, it made even less sense. Anyway, so as they do in movies, they got a brand new dolphin in the 23rd hour. Just out of nowhere, they got a brand new dolphin, and look at that! It's a baby dolphin, so small they can carry it in their hands. They can carry the whole dolphin. One person can carry the whole dolphin by himself. Clay took the dolphin in, and Clay, it just so happened to be a dolphin that can never return to the wild. Not only did they get a dolphin exactly when they needed to get a dolphin, but they got a dolphin that could never go into the wild again, just like Winter. And they paired them together, and they had their struggles, and it was, pretty much academic after that. What I probably didn't mention, because I was so hung up on the damn turtle and pelican shit, but went Sawyer had been offered a scholarship to be like, get entry marine biology studies, like some elite program that would really put you in a position to be a mover and shaker in that field of study, in that community, in that scientific community of the kinds of people who look after animals or marine life. Like, he had this dilemma throughout the movie that he was working through, because he didn't want to leave Winter, and he wanted to make sure everything was okay with Winter before he left, because Winter was going through problems after Winter's friend died. So he had a moral dilemma about what he wanted to do, and he ended up leaving. And his girlfriend had balloons or whatever, and wished him well on his travels. So all in all, I think these movies are, you know, a little above watchable, just a little bit above watchable. But the second one will confuse you a lot more than the first. So I recommend these movies. I think they're a fun watch. I think if you hadn't heard of Dolphin Tale 1 or 2, they're worth watching. It's kind of an inspirational story. It's based on a true story. I don't actually know the true story. They just say it's based on a true story, and they show pictures at the end of both movies. It's inspirational to people who have had amputations. A lot of people love Winter because, if they've had limbs amputated, which makes sense. So, I recommend the story. I recommend you looking into the story, and hell, tell me more about it, because I don't get the actual movies. I'm a very poor man, and I simply get these shits from the library. So, let me know what you think of Dolphin Tale 1 and 2. Do you agree with my review? Do you think these movies are a little bit better than simply watchable plus? Do you think that they're highly watchable? Do you think they're must see? Do you think they're terrible movies? Do you think that no one should see them? I think you're kind of mean spirited motherfucker if you can look at this inspirational story and not even and say that people shouldn't see the shit. I'm a cold-blooded motherfucker. I don't fuck with animals. I don't have no animals. I don't have none. I've never owned a pet, anything like that. And I liked the story. I thought it was a fun story. I thought it was a cool movie. So, let me know what you thought. Leave your comments. This was a 2-movie review crammed into one. It's kind of a long ass video, but I covered both movies. I'm trying to get more concise. I'm trying to do this better. Trying to get rich off of YouTube, everybody. That's my slogan. And build a media empire. So help me out with that. Give me any tips. Give me any anything you could do. I got low tech, but I'm working with what I got till I can get more popular. Tell your friends about the man who talks a lot. Don't make a lot of sense. Anyway, I'm the Masked Man. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike. It worked for Nicole Arbor. I'm the Masked Man. I'll see you in the next video.